This is my coming out story, and I'm proud to be a lesbian. I even took time to write down my notes. My coming out story, isn't that funny? So, growing up, I really only remember hearing things like being gay is not okay, it's a sin. I grew up around religious surroundings, and we just weren't knowledgeable about that community other than being fearful of it. And I had never, anytime I heard somebody say that to me, agreed. I never felt that was right from a young age. So I just kind of lived my life not thinking, oh, I'm gay. I never put myself in that, what if I'm gay? Does this mean I like women category? Because anytime that I would have any kind of attraction towards a woman or see the beauty in a woman in a bathing suit or how beautiful our bodies are, like, I just thought of that as normal. I thought everybody thinks that. I'm sure there are many straight people out there that do think things like that, but I noticed that my thought of that went further. I was the kind of girl who was girly but not too girly. I was more athletic. I loved sports. It made me feel good. I didn't really focus or have interest in boys. Anytime a boy would want to date me or be interested in me, they would have to approach me. I was never the one who would just want to be with somebody, unless there was a couple times where I tried to force myself into relationships. So it's like, oh, this guy is nice. This guy would treat me nice, and he's funny. It wasn't like I have an intimate connection with this man, deeper than a friendship. I have no emotional connection with any men, anything like that, other than friendship. So I just kind of forced myself to date men. I never thought, oh, I could be gay. Obviously, love is beautiful and not sinful. I figured that out through the years, but before I figured out the depth of my spiritual relationship and acceptance, I experimented a little. After high school, I went to college, and my boyfriend and I at the time, we weren't together, we broken up. I started dating a man actually in grade 10, and we were together for 5 to 6 years. It became more of a void filler than a love growing. This relationship obviously turned toxic. We were young. I never was drooling over muscles. I never was wanting to hook up with guys when we were in college and going partying. It just wasn't the way I felt. I do remember I kissed a lot of my girlfriends. It's just something we would do, and it was fun when we would party. Then after it being fun for a while, I ended up getting into drugs. It happens. People go through rough times and they make mistakes and they get stuck in something. Luckily, I had a good support system. A good thing about the church was that I had somebody to support me and fund my stay to go to Ontario into a rehab. For 8 months I lasted. That's a long time to go to rehab, and it was very helpful. Yeah, at that rehab, it was all women's rehab. Send somebody who doesn't realize they're gay into an all women's rehab, you'll pretty quickly figure it out. That's what I did. Not quickly, actually. There was this specific girl there, and I had no idea, but she was gay as well. So was one of the workers there. But obviously the worker couldn't say that she was, or she would lose her job, because it was a Christian, it was a religious rehab, but now it is not like it was. So I met this girl, and she started talking to me. We became very close, and we would sneak into each other's rooms after dark when the workers would go away. We just got really close, and I had this attachment to her. I didn't realize how deep it was, but when she started to crush on the worker, I started to feel upset. I started to feel sad, and I was like, why am I sad? Why would I be upset about this? Why? And then I realized, because I want to be that girl that she likes. And then it all came to me and everything just came flooding in. I'm not even kidding. It was like, because Alyssa, you love women, you love a woman. Like, you are a woman made to love a woman. I've been hiding myself from that, keeping myself from that because of my fear. I would pray like, God, this is cool, but I mean, help me figure it out. And I went to this Christian camp, and if you see our videos previous to this, you'll know that Laura and I, the girl I'm with now, we met at this Christian camp. It was so crazy. I met Laura and we were like a magnet. Everything made sense. It was just crazy. I felt so many feelings and happiness I've never felt before. And it was kind of like the floodgates opened up and I finally got to experience that part of life. We started talking and hanging out that weekend. I was feeling my heart pushing me towards that. Everything just started to work out and fall into place, and we started talking, we started dating. It's been meant to be ever since. Everything that I was scared of, everything that made me hesitate was gone. Like, woohoo! The next step was having to come out to the public quietly at first, like just a couple people. Even my mental health, I was depressed, I was anxious. You know, if you're not living out what you're meant to live out, you're not gonna feel like you're where you're meant to be. Now I am where I'm meant to be, and I'm so excited. We're planning future, we're planning babies. I can't wait till Laura's pregnant. I want to really get pregnant. So many exciting things to come. Own it. See your beauty, walk out your beauty, and create your beauty firmly. My confidence is there firmly. I'm not relying on other people to guide me. I'm relying on my spirit, my intuition, and the knowledge from trusted people who I look up to. So it's trial and error. I think I got really lucky that once I came out, I found the perfect situation. It was very difficult. It was definitely a roller coaster to get here. It definitely wasn't easy. Don't give up. Don't lose yourself. Don't try and be somebody you're not to fit in. You will find your way. You will find your path. I found my path, and this isn't for everybody, but my path was to leave. It was to leave where I wasn't fully supported, and it was to follow my heart and what God was telling me, and I did, and it's amazing. I'm loved. I can't express to you how abundantly blessed my life has been since I've accepted myself and just walked that out. I don't feel anymore that I have to say, you better accept me. No, I am who I am, and I'm gonna walk that out. That's enough. I'm just so thankful that you guys were here to hear my story. I've never said this story. This is the first time I've ever gone through a coming out story. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. I hope that the story can inspire you and give you hope that there are better days. I wish you guys the best, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.